In today's show, Bitcoin returns to 37,000 amid warnings that the Bitcoin price needs to go lower. And as Rec Capital shares here, Bitcoin reaches the red range high resistance and rejects there. For Bitcoin to move beyond $40,000, it needs to flip the red range high into support, just like in the green circles. Until then, Bitcoin will simply remain inside the $28,000 to $38,000 range. And as Schebesta points out here, a perma-bear is like a broken clock. I dare bulls to get cocky now though. Said it 1,000 times. 38,500 reclaim and shakeout done. Short-term R&R ratio is in favor of the bears to reclaim macro bullish. And as Angelo BTC shares here, Bitcoin bottom in. If you're expecting another leg down, there is a high probability you are smoking what? Now check it. If you missed the Bitcoin 2021 conference and want to attend this year, I trust and I got you covered. To enter to win a ticket, all you need to do is make a comment below this tweet on why you want to attend and tag 2 friends you would like to come, then retweet, and the 2 winners will be announced next week. I'll include the link to this tweet in the description right down below. And this just in, breaking news, founder of media giant Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, just bought 29 Bitcoin worth over $1 million, as well as more breaking news, NBA legend LeBron James launching Bitcoin and crypto education program for kids. That's right, he recently partnered with crypto exchange giant Crypto.com in this Web3 education initiative. And more breaking news, it appears that a bill has been put forward in Arizona to make Bitcoin legal tender within the state. And this is coming directly from the government website. And Arizona Senator Wendy Rogers responded to Pomp, "My bill." And she also says, "Welcome to all the Bitcoin people. I love you all." And as I point out here, Bitcoin game theory in full effect. Let's go. Also in today's show, Finders experts predict Bitcoin price will peak at $94,000 this year. That's right, Finders panel of 33 fintech specialists have forecasted that the price of Bitcoin will peak at about $94,000 before ending the year above $76K. And in addition, the panel expects the price of the cryptocurrency to reach $192,800 in 2025 and $406,400 in 2030. I'll be breaking this down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the major alts are pumping and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs along with a $100,000 Bitcoin price. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. And real quick, before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. They have a special promo they're running right now where you can get up to $250 in Bitcoin for funding your account today. And their flagship products include their BlockFi interest account, where you can earn up to a 9% APY with no minimum balance and no hidden fees. And of course, you can buy, sell, and trade the top cryptocurrencies instantly 24/7, 365, and also have a BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card where you can earn 3.5% Bitcoin back on all your purchases within your first 90 days, then get an unlimited 1.5% back in Bitcoin on everything you buy thereafter. And they also offer crypto-backed loans where you can borrow against your crypto at rates as low as 4.5% APR with no prepayment penalties, no impact to your credit, and receive the funds the same business day, truly making this a no-brainer. So go ahead and click my referral link in the description right down below and get up to $250 in Bitcoin for funding your account today. And let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. How's it going, crypto fam? Holla at your boy in the live chat. The Bitcoin cracked $37,000 at the January 28th Wall Street Open as traders watched and waited for a resistance retest. I'm right here looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart as Bitcoin evades a major resistance test. That's right, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed the Bitcoin/USD pair returning to form after dipping to 36,175 on Bitstamp earlier in the day. And as part of the range-bound behavior, hopes were held high that momentum would continue to challenge resistance levels closer to 40,000, and whether or not the ultimate outcome would be a fresh correction. Quoting Crypto Ed here, the bearish scenario seems most likely, which is exactly the reason why I think we'll see a surprising move. Popular trader Crypto Ed said as part of his comments on the immediate outlook, and he also said, only after convincing reclaim of 40,000, I'll be full bull. And fellow trader and analyst Schebesta reiterated previous demands for 38,500 to hold to proclaim the corrective phase as complete for Bitcoin, as I shared with you here in the intro of the show. And as Rec Capital shared here a few days ago, Bitcoin has re-entered the $28,000 $28,000 to $38,000 consolidation range. Bitcoin last consolidated in this range in quarter 1 and quarter 2 of 2021. Naturally, on this latest recovery, the range high in red will be the main resistance to beat to confirm further upside. And then the other day, he updated us here. Bitcoin reaches the red range high resistance and rejects there. For Bitcoin to move beyond 40,000, it needs to flip the red range high into support, just like in the green circles. Until then, Bitcoin will simply remain inside the $28,000 to $38,000 range. So there you have it. So we're witnessing similar vibes to early 2018. Crypto Ed was not alone in his feeling of foreboding over a possible fresh breakdown despite taking liquidity during its pre-dip below 33,000 earlier in the week. Bitcoin has not convinced everyone that the floor is truly in. Discussing this issue, we have Twitter analyst TXMC Trades, who concluded that Bitcoin still needs to go lower from the current spot price. And history, it seems, supports the theory. Checking out his tweet here on Crypto Twitter, it seems wrong that Bitcoin would bleed straight down from all-time high without a relief rally, only to have the reversal be front-run without properly testing the range low. Similar vibes to April 2018, where the $6,000 bounce was front-run but ultimately collapsed. Just a gut feel. So what he's ultimately saying, I think we still need to go lower from here. And checking out his other tweet, more shorts were liquidated in the relief bounce off 33,000 than at any point since the Bitcoin all-time high on November 8th. Over 53 million worth of losses on the exchanges. Glassnode tracks. Call me a sadist, but I like seeing shorts getting wrecked. And as crypto trader Angelo BTC shares here, Bitcoin bottom in. If you're expecting another leg down, there is a high probability you are smoking what? And in this chart, it says this is where they take your Bitcoin. So what side of the equation are you on? Are you short-term bullish or bearish for the king of all crypto? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now check this out. Did you miss the Bitcoin 2021 conference with Nayib Bukele announcing adopting Bitcoin as legal tender? There was Max Kaiser, Michael Saylor, and the list goes on and on. Well, if you want to attend this year, I Trust Capital and I got you covered. Here's how you can enter to win a ticket. Number 1, comment this Twitter thread below on why you want to attend. And number 2, tag 2 friends on why you would like to come, then retweet, and 2 winners will be announced next week. I'll include the link to this Twitter thread in the comments right down below, and I hope you win, so be sure to take advantage of it. And this just in, breaking news, we have David Portnoy, aka Lettuce Hands, just bought another 29 Bitcoin worth over $1 million. Let's see if he can hodl this time and not blow his wad. And also more breaking news, NBA legend LeBron James launching Bitcoin and crypto education program for kids. But before I break this down, along with breaking news that Pomp broke here, it appears that a bill has been put forward in Arizona to make Bitcoin legal tender within the state. As well as Finders experts predict Bitcoin price will peak at $94,000 this year. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the major alts are currently pumping in the green. Bitcoin up over 2% for the day, trading just above 37,800 at the time of this recording. We have Ether up 3.5%, trading just under $2,600. Solana up 3.5%, trading just above $96. And Chainlink up a whopping 6.6%, trading at $16.35. But all right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day, shall we? NBA superstar LeBron James is teaming up with Crypto.com exchange to promote the development of Web3 through education. And a new blog post, Crypto.com, says it's partnering with the LeBron James Family Foundation to provide education and access to participants of the nonprofit organization's I Promise program. James says he wants to ensure people from disadvantaged backgrounds that they're not left behind as new technologies transform the world at a rapid pace. Quoting him here, blockchain technology is revolutionizing our economy, sports and entertainment, the art world, and how we engage with one another. I want to ensure that communities like the one I come from are not left behind. Crypto.com and I are aligned on the need to educate and support my community with the information and tools they need for inclusion. Now, the I Promise program assists public school students and their families in James' hometown of Akron, Ohio. Now, Singapore-based Crypto.com says that the initiative is the following. Web3 promises to deliver a more fair and equitable internet owned by the builders, creators, and users. That promise can only be realized through the active engagement of diverse participants. Through this partnership, I Promise students and families will get a strong foundation in Web3 and the innovations behind blockchain-based decentralized applications, powering the future of many sectors from finance to media to art. Now, this partnership with the 4-time NBA champ is the latest in a series of major deals that Crypto.com has secured with professional sports franchises worldwide in recent months. They also have a partnership with the UFC, so if you watch the fights, you can see Crypto.com logos on all their gear. Back in November, the iconic Staples Center, where James played for the LA Lakers, was renamed to Crypto.com arena, and other sponsorships with popular franchises include Formula One Racing, the UFC, which I mentioned, the NHL's Montreal Canadiens, and 2 European soccer teams. I want to give a quick shout out to Prime XBT, an award-winning multi-asset trading platform that allows you to trade global financial markets using Bitcoin, USD, Tether, USDC, and more. And when I say award-winning, I'm not exaggerating. As you can see in this Cointelegraph headline, Prime XBT wins ADVFN Award for Best Bitcoin Margin Trading. And as you can see on their website, they also won the Forex Awards for Best Crypto and Forex Broker, as well as Best Crypto Trading App. And their volume is insane. They do over 545 million in trading volume per day. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the link in the description right down below to visit Prime XBT today and start trading within minutes. And let's get this crypto, shall we? And before I break down next breaking story of the day, it appears that a bill has been put forward in Arizona to make Bitcoin legal tender within the state, as well as finders experts predict Bitcoin will peak at $94,000 this year. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above 1.7 trillion with 78 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The current Bitcoin dominance is 41.7%, with the Ether dominance at 17.7%. And checking out the top gainers in the crypto market, we have Pump ETH up a whopping almost 10,000% for the day, followed by Bitcoin Rectangular up over 4,000%, followed by Son of Baby Doge up over 1,000%. Now, obviously, these are the super-ish coins, but which alts in particular are you most bullish on for 2022? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 24 out of 100 in extreme fear, the same as yesterday, last week a 13, and last month a 22 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity, like we're witnessing right now, BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day, which is on everyone's mind on crypto Twitter. Big if true, did Arizona one up every other Bitcoiner state? A bill that seeks to make Bitcoin legal tender in the state is circulating through Twitter and Telegram chats. Now, doubt is still in the air and there is no official confirmation, but the document seems to exist. And even though it's just a bill, then there's no guarantee it will pass. This might be the most important Bitcoin news of the year thus far. Allow me to break it down. The game theory inherent in Bitcoin is playing just as advertised as the story moves along. Nobody wants to be the last to participate, and people, companies, states, and countries are going to have to buy as an insurance in case the Bitcoin thing actually catches on. So as Texas tries to corner the mining industry and Florida seeks to attract the tech talent and create the new Silicon Valley, here comes Arizona with a legal tender bill. Now, what does the Arizona bill actually say? Apparently, the news broke in a Telegram group of Bitcoiners interested in U.S. politics. However, the tweet that shook the internet was this one, as Dennis Porter shares right here on crypto Twitter. Breaking: Arizona introduces bill to make Bitcoin legal tender. And he also shares here, source the bill, and then Pompliano also tweeted it as well. And it's actually coming from the Arizona government website, which makes it that much more real. Reading the bill here, legal tender in this state consists of all of the following. Number one, any medium of exchange that is authorized by the United States Constitution or Congress for the payment of debts, public charges, taxes, and dues. Number two, specie issued at any time by the United States government. Number three, any other specie that a court of competent jurisdiction rules by a final, unappealable order to be within the scope of state of authority to make a legal tender. And number four, Bitcoin. This gives credence to the news. Arizona has been trying to pass some kind of Bitcoin bill for quite a while, and as far as we can tell, the idea goes back to 2018. Now, obviously, that did not pass. However, Bitcoin was not as strong back then, and the world was not as convoluted as it is today. Could the bill actually pass this time around? Absolutely, but is it guaranteed? Not even close. And as Jeff Booth shares here, states and countries are starting to figure out that the best way to attract talent and build prosperity for their citizens is to advocate for a free market, game theory, accelerating a competition for the best and brightest. And someone responded to Pomp, this is just stupid. Don't force people to accept Bitcoin, just make it 0% tax. What are your thoughts surrounding Arizona making Bitcoin legal tender? As I point out here, I think it is great for the game theory in full effect. Let's freaking go. And before I break down our final story of the day, finders experts predict the Bitcoin price will peak at $94,000 this year. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,000 plus videos here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store, now live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 investors every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which can be found at cryptonewsyes.com. And if you're watching the YouTube channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And if you listen to the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And of course, you can find me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Finder, a major product comparison website, published an updated Bitcoin price prediction on Wednesday for 2022 by Finder's panel of 33 fintech specialists. And according to the panel's Bitcoin price forecast, Bitcoin is expected to peak at $93,717 this year before dropping to $76,360 by the end of 2022. This is roughly 60% higher than the price of Bitcoin at the beginning of this year. Now, the panel of specialists also predicted the price of Bitcoin for 2025 as well as 2030. And by the end of 2025, the panel believes that the price of Bitcoin will reach $192,800, which is 7% lower than their October forecast. And as for the end of 2030, the panel expects the price of Bitcoin to reach $406,400, which is 28% lower than their October forecast. Finder explained potential interest rate hikes might be what's leading the panel to be more conservative with their predictions compared to back in October. And while the Fed did not raise interest rates at its most recent meeting, the market expects the central bank to raise interest rates several times this year. For example, investment bank JP Morgan expects 4 rate hikes this year. And while several panelists said that the increasing interest rates will negatively impact the cryptocurrency market, some believe that it is time to buy BTC, including Finder's founder, Fred Schebesta, who shared the following: cryptocurrencies are providing a staple competitor to the traditional financial infrastructure of the world, and many projects are now well beyond the theoretical realm of potential value and into reliable delivery. One powerfully unique aspect of the crypto landscape is that there are now a number of decentralized finance platforms that provide access to highly competitive funding, and these offerings are showing zero signs of slowing down, he further opined. Schebesta personally expects the Bitcoin price to surge to about $105,000 by the end of the year, he recently told Daily Mail Australia. So there you have it. What are your thoughts surrounding his $105,000 Bitcoin price prediction? Me personally, I feel that is conservative. And what are your thoughts surrounding the panel predicting 94,000 before the end of the year, as well as 192,000 in 2025 and 406,000 by 2030? I personally feel a $1 million Bitcoin price is inevitable within 2025 to 2030. Just saying. And now for a quick recap of what we covered here in today's show. Bitcoin returns to 37,000 amid warnings that the Bitcoin price needs to go lower. Also in today's show, I shared that NBA legend LeBron James launching Bitcoin and crypto education program for kids along with crypto.com. Also in today's show, I shared breaking news. It appears that a bill has been put forward in Arizona to make Bitcoin legal tender within the state, as well as Finder's experts predict the Bitcoin price to peak at $94,000 this year. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode, Jester Chester wrote, Bitcoin is only a threat to the security to the central banking system, not the nation. 100% facts, fam. Hodl. Our next featured comment comes from Jenny Jones, who wrote, thanks, great show, JV. Hodl, hodl, hodl is the name of the game. Peace. You know it, Jenny. This is chess, not checkers. Thanks so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate your continued support. Peace. Now for our third and final featured comment comes from Tony H. I'm all for Bitcoin hitting 100,000, but for you maxis, what's your end game? Just a pump and dump of all crypto? No country should adopt it. End game is hodl and keep stacking sats so humanity can become liberated from the forces of evil, aka the central banking cartels enslaving the human race through their ultimate ish coin known as the US dollar. So there you have it. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below.